It says we're live. I'll check our page. Looks good. Looks good. Thank you very much. Glad that's working. It is. Thank you very much for the help. Jason. Good.
Good morning, Power. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to welcome our students, staff, families, and friends to our Quarter 2 Black Knight Recognition Ceremony. I'm Whitney Friege. I'm the principal here at A.F. Homer Elementary School, and today is one of my favorite days because we get to celebrate our students. Before we get started, I'd like to invite our student council officers to come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand if you are able. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Over the past couple of months, our students have been working hard in so many ways. Quarter 2 was filled with learning, challenges, and opportunities for all of us to grow, not just academically, but as people and as members of our Palmer School community. Today, we will be recognizing students for academic achievement and growth, and for demonstrating our Quarter 2 character traits of the month: gratitude, generosity, and grit and determination. These traits show up when students keep trying, even when something feels hard, when they support others, and when they take a moment to appreciate those around them. If your name is called this morning, we're going to invite you to come up here on the stage and stand up here up front, and I will read all of the kind and thoughtful things that your teachers have said about you. To our audience, please make sure that we ask that you hold your applause until we've called all of the students from that group, and then we'll give them all a round of applause, and then there will be an opportunity for you to take pictures as well if you would like. For family members who are unable to join us today, we do have our ceremony live streaming on our YouTube channel. So with that, we will begin our awards with second grade. Mrs. Briga is recognizing Logan Heath for grit and determination. Logan consistently demonstrates grit when tackling problems by staying focused and determined even when the solution isn't immediately clear. Rather than giving up, she perseveres through obstacles and tries different strategies. Keep up the determination and positive attitude, Logan. Mrs. Briga would also like to recognize Remington Benedict for achievement. Remy has been working hard to strengthen her adding and subtracting skills. She stays focused during lessons and applies what she has learned to solve problems accurately and with confidence. Keep up the hard work, Remy. Let's have a big round of applause for our second graders. All right, Remy, can you guys walk down those stairs and head back to your seat? Thank you. All right, now we're going to recognize our third graders. Our first recognition comes from Miss Miller, and she would like to recognize Tristan Lloyd for grit and determination. Tristan, class. Can you do something for me? I know you're super proud of your friends. Tristan, you can come on up. I know you're super excited and proud of your friends, but I have super important things to read about them. So if you could just hold your applause until we call them all, and then I'll say that you can give them a round of applause. Okay, that way you can hear what their teachers have said about them. So Miss Miller says, Tristan is a great example of grit. He works hard, plays hard, and sticks with things, even when they are challenging. Once Tristan starts a task, he keeps going until it's done. We are so proud of him. Mrs. Whiting would like to recognize Madison Roth for gratitude and generosity. Madison is receiving this award for showing gratitude and generosity. She says thank you, appreciates others, and is always willing to share and help. Maddie's kindness makes our classroom a happier place. Keep spreading sunshine, Maddie. Mrs. Whiting would also like to recognize Dominic T. for achievement. Dominic is receiving this award because of his hard work and dedication to learning. He always tries his best, stays focused, and shows a strong understanding of what he learns. Dom's effort and positive attitude help him succeed. Keep up the great work. I am so proud of you. Mrs. DeMarco would like to recognize Chase Quinn for gratitude and generosity. She says Chase is someone who leads with kindness in everything he does. He comes to school every day with a positive attitude and ready to do his best. Chase shows generosity, gratitude, and determination in all he does. We are so proud of him. Mrs. DeMarco is also recognizing Tegan Likens for achievement. Tegan is a student who consistently works hard and strives to improve. She puts forth strong effort every day, stays focused on her learning, and shows persistence that always leads to growth. She is a wonderful example of what hard work can achieve. Now let's have a big round of applause for all of our third graders. Congratulations, third graders. Tegan, can you lead everyone down the stairs, please? Okay, now we are going to recognize our fourth graders. So we will begin with Mrs. Mary Williams, and she is recognizing Owen Skinner for generosity. Owen has shown notable generosity in class. He is kind, understanding, and helpful without expecting anything in return. Owen is the first to pick up the room or help a friend solve a problem. Way to go, Owen. Mrs. Mary Williams would also like to recognize Hannah Ball for achievement. She says Hannah has worked incredibly hard in math during the second quarter of school. Her determination paid off because she scored a 4 on her benchmark assessment. Hannah, you should be very proud of yourself. Ms. McCarville would like to recognize Mackenzie Coban for grit and determination. Mackenzie shows grit and determination in every task she takes on, especially when she's faced with something challenging. She doesn't give up and instead stays with it and uses her strategies. She perseveres through tough moments because she is focused on long-term goals and mastering skills. Not only has she surpassed third grade writing, but she continues to grow as a writer each day. I'm proud of her ability and hard work, even when it's tough. Keep shining, Pens. You are growing and glowing each and every day. Big round of applause for our fourth graders. All right, Mackenzie, can you lead your classmates down the stairs, please? Now we move on to fifth grade. Mrs. Lane would like to recognize Ariana Soriano for grit and determination. Ariana shows grit and determination every day. She is determined to be her absolute best, and she pushes through any challenges she has to make sure that every assignment reflects what she can do. You are doing an amazing job, Ari. Mrs. Lane would also like to recognize Jude Bavalli for achievement. Jude has been working very hard in ELA class. He has made a goal to really soup up his writing by making his elaborations insightful and writing complex sentences. Your writing has become so much more sophisticated. Great job, Jude. Big round of applause for our fifth graders. Congratulations. Our next set of awards come from our special areas teachers. So we will begin with physical education, and Mr. Weingartner would like to recognize Tegan Likens from third grade for grit and determination. He says Tegan consistently shows grit and determination in physical education. Even when activities are challenging, Tegan keeps trying, stays positive, and works hard to improve. Tegan does not give up easily and demonstrates a strong willingness to learn new skills. Keep it up. In art class, Mrs. Saracino would like to recognize Brantley McConnell for gratitude. Brantley is a fourth grader, and she says that Brantley shows exceptional creativity, originality, and effort in his artwork. He puts forth his best effort and is a role model to his fourth grade classmates. He is respectful, responsible, and supports his classmates, all while continuing to grow as an artist. Brantley, thank you for being you. You rock. For music, Mr. Tellerday is recognizing Autumn Oleniak for gratitude, grit, and determination. Autumn consistently demonstrates gratitude by always showing up to music class ready to learn with a smile. Even when the learning concepts get more complex, she remains poised and always tries her best. I am grateful that Autumn can always model such a mature demeanor and work ethic. Mrs. Stolarczyk is recognizing second grader Michael Cotto for gratitude. Michael is pure and kind-hearted. He never shies away from showing how grateful he is for his teachers and for his friends. The genuine enthusiasm that is in his voice is contagious and makes even the hardest days easier. Thank you, Michael. Mrs. Murphy is recognizing Elijah Barnum for grit and determination. Elijah shows grit and determination each day. He has a strong work ethic and puts forth his best effort in everything he takes on. Even when he recognizes that something is challenging, he pushes forward with determination. This shows bravery, courage, and strength. Mrs. Abdullah is recognizing third grader Anastasia Hart for grit and determination. Anastasia has grown so much. She is eager to learn and even takes charge of her own schedule for seeing me. She works hard every time she comes to my room, which is why she is growing into such an amazing leader. Mrs. LeClaire would like to recognize Michael Cotto for generosity. She says Michael is always eager to share his things and his compassion with his friends. Mrs. Munson, this is a big group. Mrs. Munson would like to recognize second grader Harper Derrick for generosity, grit, and determination. Harper exudes positivity and is a friend to everyone around her. She always puts forth her best effort during speech and does it all with a big smile on her face. Mrs. Talalonis would like to recognize Luke Perry for grit and determination. Luke is not here today, so we will make sure that he gets his award. Mrs. Wright would like to recognize Justin Lockwood for grit and determination. Justin shows grit and determination when working on his speaking goals. He perseveres with a positive attitude, even when the task gets tough. And finally, Mrs. Trito would like to recognize Penny Keith for generosity. Penny shows consistent generosity in simple, meaningful ways. She greets others with a smile or a friendly hug, uses her manners, and offers to help in a friendly way. She has also shared thoughtful notes that brighten the day of those around her. Her kindness and positive attitude help to create a welcoming and caring school environment. Big round of applause for all of our special areas today. Congratulations. Kenny, can you lead the line down the stairs, please? Thank you. Okay, our next set of awards are recognitions coming from our STEM team. So we will begin with Mrs. Calavoda and science class, and she would like to recognize Elena Parga from 4th grade for grit and determination. Elena approaches learning thoughtfully, puts forth her best effort each day, and continues to grow by embracing challenges with determination and resilience. Mrs. Calavoda is also recognizing 5th grader Finley Curtis for achievement. Finley embraces every opportunity to learn and approaches each class with a positive attitude. His determination, curiosity, and willingness to grow make him a role model in our STEM classes. Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance is our engineering teacher, and she would like to recognize 2nd grader Evan Sisson for grit and determination. Evan is not here today. We will make sure he gets his award. Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance is also recognizing 2nd grader David Murr for grit and determination. David is more eager to come to engineering every cycle. I think he may have found his passion. He gives engineering his all, and Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance is so proud of him. Mrs. Mulcahy LaChance would also like to recognize 3rd grader Tegan Likens for achievement. Tegan personifies what it means to work hard in order to make great achievements. She works without complaint and never seems to grow weary. She is a superhero in engineering. For coding, Mr. Thompson would like to recognize Gabriel Knapp for grit and determination. Gabriel has worked hard to solve the puzzles in his Code.org course. He works through each of the puzzles and solves them one by one before moving on to the next. Mr. Thompson would also like to recognize Hadley Vanderwerf for achievement. Hadley works so hard on her Code.org course. In coding, she often assists those around her with their own course. Big round of applause for all of our STEM recipients. Congratulations. Kathy, can you do me a favor and walk down awards come from our transportation department. So these are our bus drivers. And we talk often about how the bus is an extension of our school. And so the same expectations and the same character traits apply to the school bus. So these students are being recognized for exceptional behavior by their bus drivers. So we will begin with fourth grader, Ava von Wolfersdorf. She is being recognized by Miss Molly on bus 307 for gratitude and generosity. Ava is very polite and to me and to her fellow bus riders. She always waits for instructions to get off the bus safely, and she knows all of the safety rules too. Miss Becca on bus 302 is recognizing Autumn Olenia for gratitude. Autumn is a model student on the school bus. She is the perfect rider and always follows school expectations and bus rules no matter what. Our next award comes from Miss Teresa on bus 286, and she is recognizing fifth grader Rory Spencer for gratitude. Rory has taken it upon himself to forego sitting with his friends on the school bus in order to assist with some of the younger students in the front of the bus. He is also the first one to step up if anyone needs a helping hand. Thank you so much, Rory. And finally, Mr. Chuck on bus 301 would like to recognize Lucas Henley for gratitude. Lucas stays in his seat and keeps to himself. He is an incredible bus rider and follows all of the safety rules. Congratulations to our Transportation Award winners. Nice job. This is meeting us on stage. That does bring us to the end of our second quarter recognition ceremony. I do want to just give a couple of thank yous. Thank you, obviously, to teachers for all of their nominations. Thank you to Mrs. Trito for being my assistant and handing out certificates. A huge thank you to Mrs. Harrington, because without her, all of those certificates would never get put together. And a big thank you to Ms. Vanderwerf for being our in-house photographer. So, big round of applause for all of those people. And one big round of applause for all of our recipients today.